Mwanvita and Ruge, you're allowed in this picture as well. Mwanvita and Ruge, you're also allowed in this picture as well. You have been on the forefront of ensuring that we had this gathering this evening. Okay, now we can have a picture with Ruge and Mwanvita. Fauzia Abdi. Fauzia Abdi in the picture. Thank you. I'm impressed she's here. Thank you very, very much. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. If I may take this moment to invite the beautiful, inspiring, and a very down-to-earth gem. She is one of our very own Tanzanites. She is a model, and she rocks the bald head so well. She is beautiful. She is such an inspiring smile. And we are proud that she's out there representing Tanzania, aren't we? Yeah. Aren't we proud that she's out there repping Tanzania? Yeah. Aren't we so proud of this bald head? Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable guests, I introduce you Flaviana Matata. Karibu sana. Let's hear your voice. Let's hear why you got inspired to start this foundation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming. It's a great honor and pleasure for me to address our guest of honor, Professor Mosoko, honorable ministers, member of parliament. We have January Makamba, Zito Kabwe, and Mohamed Deld. Media, my fellow youth, parents, and indeed government leaders this evening. For I stand as a bearer of message of hope, motivation, inspiration, and transformation to the youth of Tanzania in general, youth, young girls, and particular children. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to welcome all of you here to this very important evening for me. I'm here today not as Flaviana Matata, but as a young person with a vision to stimulate and cause that are out there dear. It's been 15 years since I lost my mother, and I miss her dearly. I am happy to say this. I've been raised by my father and the community in general. I am one of lucky person, 12 people around me and guide and protect me. My hope today is to start something that will collectively help the young that are not as lucky as many of us. Issues of child abuse, child pregnancy, street children, just to mention few, need our support. We give this foundation a mission of purpose in our collective effort to respond to the many challenges of the young that we face. We owe it our communities and exhibit leadership at youth level, and we owe it ourselves to raise the full expectation to the children of the community and indeed expectation of Tanzania as a nation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my sincere credence that an organization without a vision, mission, and conviction is bound to fail. We, as Flaviana Matata Foundation, we have a vision, mission, and conviction. We have a purpose, will, and soul to march forward bravely to face the challenges of the day and future. Confident of our bearings and assured to our abilities to make impression of the formidable array of challenges ranged against us. We must look to our past to appreciate our present. Those who ignore history do so at their own misfortune and are doomed to repeating avoidable previous mistakes. We must know who we are, our role in our society, and our portion of contribution to community and national development in order to be effective in working towards accomplishing our mission. Ladies and gentlemen, Tanzania indeed is a land of liberties, and we wish to state categorically here to the new and existing organization carrying out similar activities, not to panic because our coming is not a competition, but rather we are here purely to save. In other words, it's our humble appeal to all of you to embrace us and work together because it's only being united that we can drive further the mission of being relevant to the communities in which we live. In that aspect, I currently plan to work with the following initiatives: Comfort International and Blooming, because all of these, they have the same mission, vision, and convictions we have. To the government, I'm sorry. To the government, we are your grassroots partners with a defined role of supplementing your effort in the provision of goods and service to the young people, especially in area of education and recreation. We are conscious of the need to equip the youth with skills that will support their survival. Let me reiterate here that it's government's policy to ensure that education is accessible to all Tanzanians. However, it's important for the nation to understand that education is an expensive venture that the government... Can you please listen? However, it is important for the for the nation to understand that education is an expensive venture that government cannot shoulder alone. We could use role models to make sure the kids can dream and call upon those who are willing to help. I call upon all of you to join my few friends, Mwambita Makamba, Hadija Mwanamboka, Ruge Mutahabwa, and Mohamed Dewj, who gave pledge to become role models. They are dynamic people. They are dynamic, not only people, young people who have accomplished a lot, and despite their busy schedule, they have agreed to be part of Flaviana Matata Foundation. Thank you, Mwambita, Ruge, Adija, and more. It's our sincere hope that the government shall find a room to accommodate us within its programs as stakeholders in ensuring translation into reality of many rights that we have as Tanzanian youth. Our commitment is to serve, and indeed we are ready to execute the task of transforming the lives of many youth out there. We shall invest heavily in ensuring that we remain health-focused, cohesive, and united in our collective desire to promote interests of youth. Through the Flaviana Matata Foundation, we have entered into covenant with Tanzania as a nation, and wish to say that despite as many obstacles along the way, we shall adhere to the constitution of our organizations. As I wind up, I wish to thank I wish to thank you all, and mostly sincerely Professor Mosoko, who is our guest of honor tonight, for finding time despite your busy schedule to agree to come and grace this occasion as a guest of honor. Our gratitude also goes to the government and other community leaders. As I mentioned, we have January Makamba, Mohamed Deuj, and Zito Kabwe. And I thank you, all of you, because I know you could be somewhere else doing other stuff, but you have dedicated this evening for Flaviana Matata Foundation. In absence, please allow me to pay a tribute to Diamond Empowerment Fund, Deaf Africa, an organization I've been working with, Life Project for Africa, Mr. Russell Simmons, Next Management Team, Carlton Masters, Hope Sullivan Masters, Fadil Berisha, Sherry Hill for their encouragement, advice, and pledge of support. Lastly but not least, I want to take this opportunity to remind my fellow youth of the critical role we must play in the control of HIV/AIDS. We are the most vulnerable group this pandemic, and no matter what the government do, if our attitude is wrong, we shall lose. Battle against AIDS. I personally work with Tanzania Mitindo House as the ambassador to help HIV/AIDS infected kids, to bring awareness to others that there are ways they can contribute to help the cause. Again, thank you all for coming. God bless.
Honorable guests, fashion community, fashion society, if I may say, the media society as well, entrepreneurs, the corporate society. I'd like to take this time to invite Flaviana Matata again to come back on stage and to give everyone who's here, or most of us who's here, an opportunity to have a picture with her, okay? And I'd like to call upon Mrs. Teddy Mapunda of Serengeti Brewers Limited, Director of Corporate Communications, if I'm not mistaken, to please come forward, and then from then on, we shall be taking it from then as we take pictures with Flaviana Matata with supporting her foundation.